You know, just name it F1 swap day, or you know, F1 zigzag day, where you know drivers swap cars, and then we see, and then we have a final conclusion of this. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I think this is a bigger debate that we're having here. Anyway, yeah, sure. You're still here on Joy 99.7 FM, and we're having F1 discussion right here on the Joy Sports Link as we build up to the British Grand Prix, a big, and very interesting and very much followed and very much anticipated viewing parties coming up. And of course, that's what we're going to discuss now. But BMW and F1 are having a major collaboration for this 70th milestone. I stick us into it.
Yeah, thank you once again, Nat. So what's going to happen is this coming weekend, that's a Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Sunday, yes, next Sunday. There's actually the race coming on, as usual. We're going to have a viewing party, like we always do. But before the viewing party, we want to drive through town.
Okay.
You know, I think from this week to next weekend, we're doing a collection of face masks and face shields for donation.
Okay.
So we want to collect as many as we can, have as many masks and face shields. So after collection, we do a drive through town, go to some of the vulnerable, you know, communities, and then do the donations for, you know, the individuals there. So we will drive through town like we always do. I mean, BMW Club Ghana, anybody who follows us know, of our exploits, you know. So we even, I think last weekend,
greetings to Dr. Santiapia, the president.
And what was the so you cannot disassociate.
And Lexus Bill should take note of this. Maybe we should have this conversation on Drive during the week, and just ask what name you'd give your car if we were to give cars official names.
Mine is the SR79 Blackbird.
Hey, Minister.
My car is called the Princess. It's only only at my in-laws.
My cars are only named after my wife anyway. So they're all called uniform.
So I was saying, so we did a similar thing last weekend where we drove through town with placards displaying COVID awareness messages and all that. So we're doing similar thing next weekend. Drive through town with the placards to sensitize the public on the safety protocols to undertake to curb the pandemic. And then after that, we'll go to the various places we need to be to distribute the masks, and then we'll do the distribution of the masks and then the face shields.
So I'm just going to continue from where Kojo left off. So after the donation, we will drive through to the Nesta Square car park. So this time we're not going to do two locations, we're going to do one location. But the beauty about it is based on social distancing and everything. It's going to be like a drive-through movie session. So you actually sit in your car and watch the British Grand Prix Round 2 on a big screen at the Nesta Square car park. So and then we'll have the grills and the drinks also in the car park. So you just get down, you signal the waiter, they come to serve you. You sit in your car, you just watch the race at the car park. So
fantastic.
Yeah, so it's going to be a one of a kind sort of viewing party session. With all our partners helping, chipping in to make this one work.
And of course,
so this is how we're going to celebrate
the
70th anniversary.
And DSTV is a major partner, so but you still haven't spoken about my Wachi. Why are you doing that?
Mas, I know your Wagashi already, don't worry. No, but what we will say is it's an exciting time for us. The 70th is such a great opportunity. I'm still sleep deprived because I spent last night watching ESPN all night. We just added it onto the platform, which means that there's even a lot more motorsports for you now. You can now follow your NASCAR as well and follow all the other motorsports that is available on those channels as well. It's just an exciting time for us, and there are excellent prizes to be won on that next week's event.
Okay. All right, let's see how all of it goes. But before we wrap it up, gentlemen. So it's looking like a Hamilton again. It's looking like a 7 for him.
It's looking like a 7 for for me. It's looking like a 7 for him. But we should watch the two Red Bulls. Well, one is struggling, but we are looking at Verstappen, and then watch those two other Mercedes, which is the Racing Point.
Racing Point might be
interesting this year as well.
Yeah, it will be interesting. Again, that's what I was saying. The Silverstone track is very technical. Today, people were saying that Mercedes was slow on the first sector, but it was very strategic. They were managing their tires on the very first sector and then kick into gear from the second and the third. So it's going to be an interesting race to watch, honestly, for me, for the Silverstone. And I'm tipping Hamilton to win, but Bottas may just show up.
Wow, interesting stuff. Nee?
I think it will be another sandwich again, a Mercedes sandwich, so you have a 1 and 3. Who in the middle, I'm not sure.
Okay. Benjamin?
Well, I'm still tipping Hamilton though, but I think Racing Point might put up a surprise, so at least for podium. Yeah.
Okay, so there's no disagreement on Hamilton.
No, not at all.
Okay,
it's always a good sandwich, right?
It's always a good sandwich.
A double Ferrari sandwich.
To be very honest, the Mercedes team is driving a beast on the track. Look, people have upgraded their cars for this weekend. They haven't done anything. I think the only thing they did was to few tweaks to their brakes, and that was it. If you've watched the 3 races so far, those guys are driving a beast.
Yeah. Is it a 1, 2 or 1, 3?
1, 2, 3, but we don't know who's going to be sandwiched.
Once again, we'd like to say a very, very big welcome to all of our friends who are joining us from around the world, especially on My Joy Online TV on YouTube and, of course, on our Facebook wall. Remember, you can follow our page. It's at Joy Sports GH on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. My name is Nathaniel Attoh. Call me Citizen Attoh, and I'm your host for the Joy Sports Link, which is running between now and the top of the hour, 2 p.m. Like I told you, today is rivalry time, and we're taking a close look at the Ghana Premier League stories of 2 players that you adore greatly. And of course, remember that we've planned, or the Ghana FA and the Premier League committee have planned to resume football on the local scene in the month of October. Let's see how all of it goes right here on the show. So exciting times ahead. Send in your messages. Remember, it's +233 244 340 437. +233 244 340 437. Gentlemen, thank you so much, and let's see how tomorrow goes. Right?
Most welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, Benjamin Ekwamwa of BMW Ghana, and of course Niama Dagadu and Kwabena Poku. Thank you very much for staying with us here on your Superstation Joy 99.7 FM. We bring you the very relaxing yet very, very deep conversations here on this dial. And of course, we're running between now and the top of the hour, 2 p.m. Glad to be in your company. And of course, you know the show is interactive. The reason why you can send in your messages is +233-244-340437. It's rivalry time, and in the center of all of the focus is Nathaniel Ibrahim of Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Richard Attoh of Accra Hearts of Oak. We're getting close to them, and we're getting into the mind of the everyday Ghana Premier League player. Their high points, their challenges, their aspirations, and everything that possibly makes up their respective pictures in the Ghana Premier League. So Richard Attoh joins us very shortly. I don't know if this is an indication of what's going to happen this afternoon on FIFA 20, but lad, good to have you on Joy, and welcome to Accra.
Thank you very much.
How was your flight though?
Oh, it was very cool, actually. Yeah.
Very well. Yeah. Now, when I picked you up at the airport, I noticed that immediately numbers were gathering, even though the even though Terminal 2 is not exactly busy this morning. Yeah. How do you feel when people come up to you and especially say a lot of positive things? Because today I was listening to some of the guys that were talking about how you went to Chelsea and came back to Asante Kotoko, and they have so much confidence in you and all of that. How do those things make you feel? When you have these encounters with everyday football fans.
Actually, it makes me feel very special, and also it motivates me a lot to work hard. Because as a footballer and always people want to see you, or people want to come to you when they see you. Yeah, it motivates me a lot, and I really like it, and I'm happy when people always approach me when they see me. So it speaks to me that I have to always work hard and always to get people around me.
I see. Before we get into all of the talk about the FIFA that we're playing this afternoon against your sworn rival from Accra Hearts of Oak. Yeah. You got a call from Felix Annan. When we're coming, you got a call from Felix Annan. What were you discussing? What were you two discussing?
Definitely, I think all of my colleagues have seen what is going on Twitter and Facebook as well. So. Not even only Felix Annan, all the Kotoko players, Abdul Ganiu, Muntari Tego, formerly of they all call him Ndonko, or wishing me well, and they know what I can do. So they say, sure. Today I was calling Basa, actually. And I've been playing with Felix Annan at home, and also Donko. Okay. So, but they can't fit me. That's why they have that confidence in me that I can score Richard.
Okay, so just in case you just joined the show, we're building up to the very first Joy Sports Face-Off. Now, the Joy Sports Face-Off is the video gaming platform which brings together some big names that and some of your favorite people. And we're starting off this afternoon, and the first of them is a rivalry between Asante Kotoko's Nathaniel Ibrahim and Hearts of Oak's Richard Attoh, and he's already doing a lot of big talk here. But of course, we're going to get close to them as players. I mean, we always see them on the pitch. We always see them perform. They are rated amongst some of the best products that we have in the Ghana Premier League. But the question then is, what runs through their mind on a daily basis? What are their challenges, and what sort of stories have they written up to this point? Let's begin from the early stages, where you discovered your football talent and how you went about all of it.
Yeah, I started from Sunyani, and I was playing for Alakoso in Sunyani, coast team.
Is that's a coast team? Eh?
Yes.
What's the name of the
Alakoso?
Alakoso
Juvenile coast team in Sunyani. I see. And straight from Alakoso. We were having a second division, which is called Sunyani Hamburg. Okay. That is our second division, and mostly.
And all this while you were combining it with school.
Yeah. I
see.
And Bunahafo region. Some years back, our coast league wasn't so good. Maybe we will play just 1 or 2 matches, then it's been cancelled and stuff. So always our team chairman. Try to push us to the second division, even if you are not, if maybe you are not matured enough to play. They just want to push you, because as for the second division league, they always play yearly, so they want us to play. So I didn't play much in Coast League, just 1 or 2 seasons. Then they just promoted me to the second division, and when I joined the second division too, I played only 4 matches. I think 2016, and from the 4 matches I joined under 17. I just got a call up at the under 17, so I just came to Pram and we started preparing. So Kojoba, he was our goalkeeper's trainer.
Walk me through that call up to the national under 17. Considering that Ghana at a certain point in our football history was very big on juvenile football, and we were considered a giant in the world.
Coach Pakwasi came to Sunyane.
Pakwasi Fabin, you mean?
Yes, please.
Okay.
He came to Sunyane for a Justify. So I just participated, and they selected me as one of the goalkeepers. So they gave us some dates to come to Pram and do the final Justify. But unfortunately, the final selection I didn't got selected. So I went back to Sunyane. And from Sunyane, I have a senior brother who is playing in Italy called Amidou Salifu, Fiorentina. So he called my mom and told my mom he's getting a good news from me that I'm doing well. So he don't want me to stay at Sunyane and play. He want me to go outside Sunyane. Otherwise, I won't be serious in the football. So they decided to send me to Cheetah. It was 2 options, either Cheetah or Kotoko Youth side. But Cheetah, when they called Mr. Yate, he told my brother that he have plenty of goalkeepers over there, so you don't need a goalkeeper for now. Okay. And the only option was to go to Kotoko Youth side, and I joined Kotoko. Just 1 week, and all the staff liked how I was performing. And then they told me to start training with the senior team.
Interesting. Now the combination of your talent, exploring and exploiting your talent, and school, how did it go? How did you manage all of it?
I'm from Zongo, and as for we, the Zongo people,
and of course, happy Eid to you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Baraka de Salah. And we, the Zongo guys or the Zongo people, actually we don't have much interest in the schooling because of how maybe we can't go further, because the monetary issue is it's like we lack monetary. So after completing JHS, my mom told me I have to concentrate on football, because my big bro is enjoying life in the same football, because he's in Europe and he's getting big money, so he want me to play football. So as for my schooling, I wasn't taking it too much serious because of my brother. So I just wanted to concentrate on the football only, because I just need my football career as a professional. I want it to be a professional job for me. And even the senior high I just went, Odumasimai, it's like I just don't want to say more, but I was truant, and because I was playing for football for the school, I just every year they just promote me, not about academically, but
because of your sports talent,
yes,
of course,
and simply.
Were you on a scholarship, on a sports scholarship there?
No, I was paying school fees, and
I see.
They were because I was but by that time I was a player for my regional Bunahaf regional team. We played. I participated in Eta Rising Stars. 2014.
Okay.
I was selected, and we were about to go to Gabon, and due to Corona, Ebola virus, we didn't go, and so they that was under 15. So they told us they will use the same team to form the next under 17 team, and by God's grace, it came true.
If you just joined us, this is the Joy Sports Link, and we're telling the Ghana Premier League story with direct focus on Danlad Ibrahim, goalkeeper of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and Richard Attoh of Accra Hearts of Oak, who joins us very shortly. They're also building up all of this because we are gearing ourselves towards 2 p.m. where we will have the start of the big one, the Joy Sports Face-Off 2020, where both players are getting on FIFA. Danlad, have you in any way, especially at this time, with everything that has happened this year, is school something you would want to consider again?
That would be maybe. I just want to. I wish I can continue, but when you are playing football and you don't concentrate on one end, you start to maybe add up some schooling. It will, even if I was just maybe when you are playing for second division team or first division, it will be easy for you because that stage you don't even get good salaries and stuff, but so you can concentrate and go to the school or combine the two. But playing for Kotoko, the pressure in Kotoko. So when you decide to add schooling to it, maybe it's and I'm very young and I don't want to distract myself or stress myself with education plus football. But I know as time goes on, I'll try my possible best to add up.
Wow, nice one. You spoke about pressure in Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the experience at Asante Kotoko. Big club by every standard. You got an early break. You justified yourself, and you were given the opportunity to get in there.
Yeah.
So tell me about that pressure that weighs on you, the players, when you are in there and you have to wear the yellow and green or the red shirt.
Actually, there's much pressure, but it depends on you as a player, or let me say as a professional player. It's everywhere. It's in everywhere. So actually, you have to know how to manage your things. Maybe when pressure is on you, you know how to just overcome it and stuff. But I just get an opportunity playing for the national team before I joined or Kotoko registered me. So that pressure that I just endure in under 17, I think that is the key thing that have helped me a lot in Asante, because I just played at Cape Coast against Cote d'Ivoire, and the supporters was very, they were shouting all over the place, and so since I just overcome that pressure, I think Asante, although we have huge fans Asante, but it's the same as the national team. So if I've just get the confidence to play for the national under 17 in the at the qualified stage, the same applies to the AFCON and also the World Cup. I think I don't have to maybe fear or don't have to just panic in this situation about supporters or stuff. So the under 17 stage just helped me a lot in my career. That's why I know how to manage things in Kotoko.
Wow, interesting. Tell me about the fans and your personal experiences with the Kumasi Asante Kotoko fans. We hear all sorts of stories about their generosity and their fanatic nature and all of that. Tell me what your personal experience is.
Actually, I really love my fans because off the pitch, when they see you, as you were saying, they always make you feel special. And as a player, when you start getting those treatments, it motivates you a lot. And monetary shoots you. Sometimes when someone meets you outside, oh, Dan, Charlie, the way show. So all these things gives you the passion to play well for the team, because when things is going on well with Asante Kotoko, all the players or all the playing body, we get good treatment from the supporters. So I love them, and sometimes I understand them as well, because they also support us with all their hearts. So when we lose or when we lost a match, they just feel very bad, and we understand that. But we will not intentionally go to the field and lose a game sometimes, but we understand them. Maybe when they are insulting us or stuff, we take it in a good faith, and we try our possible best to give them good results. So I love them, and what they are doing so far is good. It's good for us. They should continue.
The Kotoko experience and what it did for you in all those stints with the three national teams. I'm talking about under 17, under 20, and eventually under 23. Tell me what it is about playing for a big club like Kumasi Asante Kotoko and getting the opportunity to feature in the national team.
It's very simple, because when you are in Asante Kotoko or you play for Asante Kotoko, definitely you will get mature players. Because I remember the time I was starting training, or when I got the opportunity to train with them, I started with I go and met Stephen Odro, Ohini Brenya, now our team manager, you know, all those big men, and they try to advise we the upcoming players what you have to do when you are playing for Kotoko and what you have to do when you are playing for the national team. And when you are playing with these mature players, definitely you learn plenty things from them, and they will advise you as well and motivate you as well. And when you come to the national team, they are all your colleagues. And the team Asante Kotoko on you definitely give you a very big confidence, and also the plus for you to perform very well. Because when someone is coming to play against you, and Dan lad, Asante Kotoko, wow. So if the person, like when we are in a game situation, he gets even a chance to shoot, definitely here Dan lad, he will just fear, like get some small panic, and he will just like play, like he will just shoot anyhow for you to get the save. So the name Asante Kotoko, when you are using it in the national team, it helps you a lot. And at the same time, you as a player, you have to get that confidence that, I play for Asante Kotoko, and since I can stand in front of these supporters and play, why national team I can't? Because why I'm playing with my colleagues I can't? So all that the things that I just went through in Kotoko helped me a lot in the national team as well.
The COVID period brought with it, we're still in a COVID period anyway. I mean, it's brought loads and loads of challenges. I'm sure that you are really itching to get back to the action and do it again for Asante Kotoko after your loan stint. What did you get up to during that period, especially during the lockdown? I mean, the partial lockdown, and what did you get up to during the period?
Yeah, during the lockdown, we were just indoors, and in Kumasi, I stay with Felix, and we have I think 4 players in a big house. So definitely we schedule times for training within the house, and sometimes how we even balance our diet and stuff so that we won't pull out much weight. And the last thing too, I think this virus is very serious, and actually we have to protect ourselves from the COVID-19, and it's very real. And since it's very real, the easiest way to just stay home and stay safe. So we've been home all time, and since this COVID, we don't go out. When we are going out, then we are going to train. So that's the only thing we always do during this COVID.
Tell me about your levels of disappointment when you heard that the season had been cancelled and we had to wait and get a new date for a new season. Were you first of all expecting that? I mean, personally, were you expecting that we were going to continue the football one way or the other?
Actually, I'll say no, because this like in our personal life, we as a footballer we deal in career.
Okay.
Maybe today I get COVID-19, and because of COVID-19 my career just end, or I can't even play again. I think it's not good. So since the GFA or the big men just brought that decision that we have to or they have to suspend the league, I was happy because we don't have those measures or good facilities that maybe other teams can even, because I can play with maybe a low team, and maybe because of how they don't organize themselves well, he can test positive, and during the playing time or when we are playing, I can get affected. So I think it's very good that they just cancel. So we are praying very hard that the COVID will just go down, and they will know how to put some measures down, and we can start the football.
Danlad Ibrahim is the goalkeeper of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and sitting across him is Richard Attoh, and Richard Attoh is also in his gear, his Hearts of Oak gear. Today is surely going to be a very interesting one, and we're expecting your messages. Very shortly, I'll be getting into them so that we'll start bringing them to you. Just remember to keep them coming in. It's +233 244 340 437. +233 244 340 437. This is a Joy Sports Link on Joy 99.7 FM and my Joy Line TV with me, Nathaniel Attoh. Richard, thank you very much for your time. It's good to see you here.
Thank you,
Richard. I've been conversing with Danlad for some time. I want to get into your side of the story as well. let's begin from this point where you got your debut call-up for the Black Stars. I remember very well that in one of your interviews you said that your mum shed tears when you broke the news to her. Take us back to that moment when you got your maiden call-up to the Black Stars team, the senior national team. That's where I want us to begin from.
Okay, first of all, let me greet our parents and our listeners.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to start, but at least the first time that I heard the news that I was called to the national team. In fact.
Okay, tell me, where were you on that day, and how did you find out the information? How did you get the information?
At that time, I was in camp.
Okay.
So, I heard the news that the names will come out around 9 or 10 that way. So
9 p.m. or 9 a.m.?
9 a.m.
Okay, all right.
So, in fact, both my family and all my friends, they were all seated.
And
waiting patiently that maybe whether they will hear my name or not. So immediately the name come Sikakono.
Wow.
Mention my name. In fact, it was
a big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Yeah. Sure.
Wow. Interesting stuff there. What have you been up to? All this while. Especially during these times when we don't exactly have football activity going on.
We are in the house, but we are training personally.
Okay.
Even though they said that we can't train in a group, but we are training personally. Individual training and all that stuff.
How disappointed were you when you heard that the season had been cancelled and we had to wait? Because you had waited for some time.
I personally was not disappointed because it's not only Ghana. It's the whole world that they said that we should stop our league. So I personally was not disappointed.
Tell me about your place, which is being the first choice for a big club like Accra Hearts of Oak. How challenging is it? How much pressure is on your shoulders every day when there's a match day? Tell us about it.
For me, I don't know anything called pressure, but
it
was my hard work.
Okay.
Even though we have national team goalkeeper, the likes of Richmond Ayi, Ben Mensah and Richard Bedu, but I would say that it was my hard work that I became the first choice.
I see. Now, I've asked Danlad this question already. I'm going to ask you as well. Accra fans, we've been talking about fans and how they treat players. Okay, we all know that Accra fans can be very difficult sometimes. Can you tell me about a day that didn't go very well for you? And because sometimes when you're on the pitch, you hear the fans and what they say, don't you?
It's not easy, but let me say, let me put it this way. They will be mad at you when things are not going well, but they will be happy when things are going well.
Okay.
So I remember we played a game against Interlice.
Okay. At the Accra Stadium.
At the Accra Stadium. That game we drew 1-1. In fact, it was not easy for us.
The goal you conceded, was it your fault, or it was it was something that had to happen? Would you say it was your fault? It wasn't your fault.
No,
okay. All right. So what happened?
At that time, there was pressure on us.
There was pressure on you. Okay.
There was pressure on Accra.
Okay.
So at all costs, we need to win that match.
Okay.
But unfortunately, we drew.
Okay.
So they got mad at us. In fact, like this. But after that game, our next game, we won. So from then, they started following us.
I see. The football fans and what they can do. You are here on the Joy Sports Link on Joy 99.7 FM. And here in my company are a firm, big representation of Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Accra Hearts of Oak, the biggest football rivalry here in Ghana in our history. Once again, we are saying hello to all of our friends who are joining us via My Joy Online TV. Very shortly, we'll be getting some of your messages. But let's just quickly take a listen to these songs, and I'm sure that it's once again going to raise a lot of conversation on Twitter as we build up to that big FIFA game between these two players. Just take a listen to which one should I play first? Okay, let's go to you. We don't have a coin to toss. Whose song should I play first? Dalad, why are you looking at him? Whose song would you want to play first?
He's the home team, so I want you to ask him.
Okay. He says you should choose which.
Okay, I need to welcome him. So
you are welcoming.
No problem.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko's song. Let's take a listen.
Asante Kotoko say, yeah, yeah. Asante Kotoko say, yeah, yeah. Asante Kotoko, yeah. Asante Kotoko, yeah. Yeah, betcha, mamo.
Then we can get some of your messages. Remember, it's +233-244-340-437. The story of the Ghana Premier League player, the challenges, the high points, and the aspirations, as told us by Richard Attoh of Accra Hartsville and Danlad Ibrahim of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. You are tapping your feet and also snapping your fingers as well. As for whose song is better, I'll leave it to. Oh Lord, interesting times, isn't it? So this is a song by Wulome. And of course, the Kumasi Asante Kotoko song was by Alexander Yaudakwa. Of course, we'd like to say a big greeting to my very good friend, Dr. Kofi Aban, board member of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Greetings to you, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo of Accra, Hearts of Oak. Interesting times. There's a message from, Dawood in Helsinki, Finland. He says, "Hello, Nat. Allah Koso means because of Allah. It's from the Jula or the Wangara language." Thank you very much for, the education on that one. Okay, so that's the meaning of, that's the meaning of the name of that club that Danlad played for. Okay. Okay, now there's advice for you, Danlad. There's this one from Godwin in North Kandishi. Now, good show. Please tell Danlad to stop the excuse and add schooling to his football. He talks about pressure in Kotoko. Please tell him that Wilfred Ndidi of Leicester is in the university. So what is pressure than the EPL? Okay, Godwin in North Kandishi. Okay, so Danlad, he says, look, Ndidi is doing the same thing, so you shouldn't, talk about pressure at all. It is possible. That's it.
It's possible. Yeah. I will.
Okay, very good. So that subject is closed for now. Okay, you're still here on the Joy Sports Link on Joy 99.7 FM. Please keep the messages coming in, and we're going to be doing some more with Richard Attoh. Richard, many admire you for the kind of quality that you always show in the goalpost for Hearts of Oak. Obviously, at this time, you're yet to probably play a game for the national team. But every other day when you get on the pitch to play, what is the ultimate aim for you? Tell me.
I always want to prove myself.
Okay.
I have the talent.
Okay.
So I have to showcase my talent.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Tell me about games between Hearts and Kotoko and how heavy they are on your psyche as a player and all of that.
As a young chap or every Ghanaian.
Yeah, before you even came into this whole mix of football, when you were a little kid, I mean, how much were you following games between Hearts and Kotoko?
My dad.
Okay.
My dad was a very big fan of us.
Okay.
So we have one big radio in the house.
Okay. You used to listen to radio commentary a lot. Okay.
So he once told me that so far as I said I want to play football, I should one day wear a class for GSM.
I see.
So I promised him that surely I'll work hard and one day I'll wear the class for GSM.
Okay. Tell us about your story with school as well. School and football.
It was not easy.
Okay.
Especially from my mom's side. From my mom.
Your mom didn't want you. She didn't want to see anything football. She wanted you to go to school.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you manage to convince her?
I told her that for me I don't like school.
Okay.
I want to play football. That's all I want to do. But still, he insists that I should go to school.
Did she ever beat you up for going to play football?
Yeah, always.
Always?
Yeah.
I see.
Sometimes she will not give me food.
I see.
Because of football, but still the next day I will go.
You go to play.
Yeah.
At which point did you say goodbye to school, to focus fully on your football?
Okay. When I completed GSS,
okay,
I was still interested in the football. So
okay.
I had scholarship to secondary school. But because of football, that's why I went to the secondary school.
Sure.
So I know that, okay, so far I said I want to play football there. Still, I need to work hard the secondary school. So, even though I was combining the school and the football, but in fact, seriously, I once told myself that still I have to stop the school and concentrate on my football.
At which point did your mom finally give up and say, okay, this is your path, you go ahead, I'm giving you a blessing? Did she ever give you a blessing to go ahead?
No.
I see. Even till now, she hasn't given you her blessing.
Until she had a call up to the
national team. I see. Okay, what did she say to you? You know, did she say anything in particular to you after hearing that news?
And she said, "Hey, finally my dream has come true. Wow, I fully work hard."
I see.
That's what she told me.
I see. Interesting stuff. Now, Accra Hearts of Oak and all the big challenges of wanting to always live up to expectations. I was talking about these big games that you always play. So, for instance, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, games. There's always the talk that, for instance, Hearts are always under pressure, in Accra, and Asante Kotoko perform better here. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that notion?
Okay, for me, this is my first season at Accra. So for that one, we normally hear of stuff like that. But I don't know until we play that game.
Okay. The lad, tell me something. You have been, combined, you've been with Asante Kotoko for about 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about that rivalry and how much, pressure it places on you. You say that you don't really believe in pressure, but, this is the highest height of rivalry for football in Ghana. And so every time when we're going to play that game, there are high expectations.
Yeah.
Tell me what runs through your mind and how you guys prepare yourselves, especially when you're about to play a game against your sworn rivals.
Yeah, we always prepare maybe sometimes 2 weeks before the game because, when you're about to play Accra House of Folk, even you will see new faces. Sometimes the big men will come to training grounds and stuff just to motivate us, and sometimes bring out with some promises and stuff. And
promises like what? I'm very interested.
Like winning bonuses. Like maybe when you win, I'll give you 10,000. You will see some big men who will just come to the training ground and talk to us, and even our chairman himself will even come to training that particular moment that we are coming to play a game against us of folk. And as you were saying, it's like a rivalry, and always we want to win against Accra House of Folk more than any team in Ghana, because we know we are the big clubs in Ghana. So when you beat Accra House of Folk, it gives you the chance to win the trophy, or the tournament that you are playing. It gives you the chance to just win that trophy when you beat Accra House of Folk. So as a player, you need to prepare yourself very well within that week. The food you eat, maybe sometimes you eat normal, but you know how to with prayers as well, because there are many things in these matches.
Like
just
what?
To prepare.
You have to say it. Many things in these matches, like what?
Me and Lad Ibrahim.
Yeah, I can see Richard is also laughing.
Me and Lad Ibrahim here.
Yes.
I'm a very proud Muslim, and my mom and my dad always support me in prayers, and they always advise me not to add nothing apart from God. So, as for me, that I don't believe anything apart from God. As for me, so that's why I don't just want to just say so that I will just promote it, because it always circulates that there are things in that, but I'm just want to just hit over there so that people will just get that idea. But I don't believe, as a player, I don't believe when I get, like, I know that particular week I have to work well, train very hard, and know that I'm ready for that game. And because when you are playing a game like House of Folk, you have to prepare 3 days before the game. Your training, the time you sleep, like the thinking of the game, you have to start 3 days before. The things that you apply in the game, you have to start it 3 days before. Maybe what will I do first 15 minutes, first 30 minutes? What should I do? Should I do passing, dribbling, simple touches, savings, or what? So you as a player, you will know how to, because that's why I was saying I just got all these things from the national team, because they educate us a lot in when you are approaching tough games, how you just prepare yourself towards that game. And as for me, then when I'm playing Accra House of Folk, I don't feel any huge pressure, because I know the players over there, and I believe in watching your opponent maybe 3 days before the game, so that you train towards that particular game. So me, when I'm going to play House of Folk, I'll try my possible best to get some small videos from the opponent team, who are their targets, and also I, as a goalkeeper, I play with the strikers mostly and the midfielders. So I have to read the midfielders and the strikers, what they are capable of doing. Maybe when I take Eso, okay, Eso, do Eso shoot from far or close? So when Eso get the ball, I know what to do as a goalkeeper. When Afutu get the ball, I know you always switch to the right or switch to the left. So I always communicate very well with my defenders. So these are the key things I always use to win Accra. So always I meet them, because I haven't lost to Accra before. I played them against at the nominalized Tier 1 in Accra. We won on penalties. We drew 1-1 and we won on the penalty shootout. And also when I went to Chelsea too, we came here and beat them 1-0. And these are things that helped me a lot to just approach these games.
Richard, he's been talking about penalties, and penalties have always been, 90% of the time it has been a tough one for us, internationally. The only time we can immediately look at is 2009, when Andre Ayew and his teammates defeated Brazil and won the very first Under-20 World Cup for Ghana and for Africa. Now, penalties and the way we approach them, what is where do you stand on that subject of penalties? Is it that we really have a problem at the penalty spot, or it's just a psychological thing with our players?
For that one, dear, sometimes you train at training ground, maybe you can score perfectly. Okay. But when it comes to match, you see that maybe you'll be shaking or something. Okay. And sometimes you lack. Okay. So that one, dear.
So it's a combination of luck and the technique. That's what you're saying.
I won't say much about the technique. But
okay. It's luck.
Luck.
Do you agree?
No, I don't agree. I don't agree in some way.
Okay.
I believe in working hard.
Okay.
Because mostly in this our country, you won't see players maybe at training grounds practicing penalty shooters always, and mostly when you practice on something.
No, but hold on. Don't you think that in itself is a problem from your point of view as a player?
Yes.
Because if you don't see much of players, practicing penalty shootouts, then it is we're not taking it serious. Because
yes,
when the last time when the Black Stars, lost an opportunity at the Africa Cup of Nations through penalties, there were many conversations that came up. There were those who said that, for instance, we can institute something at the level of the FA Congress to say that as a national, plan or as a national agenda, let's go after every training session, at least for the top tier clubs, we have like a 20 minutes penalty shooting session with those people and see how well it can feed into the national team agenda.
Yeah, it's true, but as I was saying, one, due to what just happened at 2006 World Cup of Asamoah, the penalty mix, you mean
the South Africa 2010 World Cup?
Sorry, okay. 2010. Sorry, yeah. It's. I think right now that is the reason why the other players are afraid of kicking penalty shooter, because it's very unfortunate that you miss a penalty and it will become a very
big deal,
like a thing that haven't happened before. Lionel Messi and Ronaldo misses. So what I believe is penalty is either you score or you miss. So, and when you train very hard on penalty shootouts as well, one, you get the confidence for kicking. Secondly, because we always give our mind to you are a professional. Sometimes the supporters will say, but you as a player, when you score, they will praise you, and when you miss, fine, they will just blast you. But we have to get that confidence. Maybe when you miss the penalty, you have missed it. You try your possible best that the next time you kick, you will try your possible to score, so that it will just cover up the other one that you just missed. But nowadays, I think all of the guys or all of the players just they just have some fear in them that when I kid and I just miss, they will just blast me. But I just want to tell them they have to be confident and play. And it's either you score or you miss. That's why I'm just saying it's not luck. We are afraid to just miss the penalty. That's why they don't.
Richard, he says that players are just afraid. That's
yes, they don't have the confidence in that. But when you miss, why are you telling me when you miss penalties it's luck? No, or you score it's luck. No, maybe this is my target, right?
Example,
and I add power.
Example at 2010 World Cup, Samajan was our best taker.
Yeah.
But he missed against.
That's what I'm saying. That
and then he came back to score.
That's what I'm saying. It's not luck.
He came back to score during the main shootout.
That's why I'm saying that it's not luck.
Then
because it's two. Either you was or you miss.
Yeah.
That is the point of view.
But at that time, Samajan was kicking.
So when you score, it's luck. It's not your technique, but it's luck. But when you miss it, that means you don't have luck. You see the point. When you score, you are very good in kicking. But when you miss, it's luck. We have to like ace that like idea of when you score, you the player, you get the praise. But when you miss, you say it's luck. No. If you miss, you have missed. Simple. Then next time when you go to your training grounds, you practice more on it, or you just sit back and ask yourself, why did I miss, or what did I did wrong to miss that penalty? Then you learn from it. But if you don't learn from it, always you miss and you say it's luck, hard luck. So when Asamoah was scoring, we didn't say Asamoah was very lucky or he have the luck to score penalties. But when he gets missed, he say like he don't have the luck. No, it's not that. I believe. You score, you miss. It's happening everywhere. Ronaldo's, the Messi, they just miss penalties. So it's not. So when Messi miss penalties, it's bad luck, right?
At that time, he was kicking to score, and he makes.
So when you are shooting,
don't make him that Messi is no good.
So normal game when you lose a match, it's luck.
Oh, sometimes.
No, I don't believe that. Okay, fine.
Well,
fine.
Luck in football. You can send in your message on where you stand regarding this issue of luck in football and whether really it is a subject that has to be talked about. Cadman has sent a message. He says phobia, no size. Thank you very much, Cadman. Let me get this other one. Remember, it's +233 244 340 437. Okay. Now, this one says, good afternoon, Nachale. No need for asking which of the songs is nice. Accra Hearts of Oak, of course. Phobia. Please ask the two guys, why is it that often they lose at home when playing each other? I mean, Hearts of Oak winning in Kumasi and Kotoko winning in Accra. This is from Kweku in Lakeside Estates. Okay. All right. Dalad, let's talk about it. The strength that the away side always seems to have, So on your side is Hearts of Oak getting that psychological edge every time they're playing in Kumasi. What is it?
What I believe is in football, playing home is very difficult than playing away. Because when you are playing away,
even with all of your fans and their big attitude and the big support that they always give you, especially when there's a game against Hearts of Oak.
Yes, because your fans will expect more than the away team.
Okay.
Always, because you are playing home. The worst of your performance have to be win. It's not even draw. You have to win at all costs. But as an away team, you can relax and play your normal game, because when you draw, like you'll be happy. So that always gives the home team the pressure. So that's why we always lose at Kumasi, or Accra also lose. Hearts of Oak also lose at Accra, because always when you are playing them in Accra. Me, when I'm playing them in Accra, I feel relaxed because there is no pressure on me. Fine, let's go and do our best. But we have to win. But the winning mentality that we are going there is not just like by force, or they don't strict us that go and win. But definitely they will know how to talk to maybe when we draw it will be very fine, or when we win as for the lose, we don't have to lose at Accra. The same applies to them. I don't know of the outcome, but that's why I look things, because when you are playing home, there is much pressure on you as a home team, and when you are playing away, you feel relaxed to play your normal football.
Richard, I want you to tell me about how much you think about this particular clash, because a lot of people say, and even outside of Ghana, in Europe and the like, performances that players put up in games against their biggest rivals are used to rate them for the rest of the season. So, how much are you looking forward to meeting Asante Kotoko as a player? I mean, and from where you are, how much do you look forward to that game, that big game between Hearts and Kotoko eventually?
When you come to a big game like this, that game can or make you, and can make you.
Yeah.
So you need to prepare yourself very well. At least maybe 1 week before the game, you need to start preparing very well before that day.
I see.
And mostly when we are playing away, we feel comfortable than playing at home, because the fans will be expecting more from you, especially when you are playing home. And when it comes to our league, we have some mentality in our head that so far as we are playing home there, at all costs you need to win. But in football, it's whether you win, lose or draw.
I see.
But for our fans there, so far as you are playing home, you need to win.
Wow.
So you see that most of the time, you see that we feel pressure, especially when we are playing home. But when we are playing away, we feel comfortable. We see that we are passing the ball, like we are enjoying the game, because no fans and maybe nobody will shout on you, or nobody will be saying, hey, like this or something. So we feel more comfortable playing away than home.
Okay. You've been following, the leagues, in Europe, I'm sure. How do you feel when you see the players playing before empty stadia like that? Because I don't know what's going to happen here in Ghana, but it's also a possibility. How do you feel when? Let me begin with you, Danlad. About fans playing in empty stadia and using sound effects.
In some way, the fans always make our football attractive, and also they always bring the happiness and also the joy for us to do more good. Because sometimes, that's what I was just saying, sometimes you can make a mistake and the fans can shout, or the fans, what is that? Then you just realize, oh no, I didn't do it very well. So it motivates you to do, like next time you will do it well. But when you don't have any fans, fine, you can play your normal football, but I can't say you won't be serious, but you the way you play with the fans, you won't play, because it looks like the same as training. When you don't have fans at training grounds, you can do something that is nonsense at training grounds, but at match you won't do that. So I think maybe it can happen when we are playing empty stadium over here. The players will feel relaxed and stuff, but when you have supporters behind you, you can't feel, even when you are tired and they are just cheering you up, you see, you just get some extra energy to play till 90 minutes. But since maybe they won't be at the stadium, it will just affect us maybe just 5%. Let's say 5% here.
Richard, have you imagined, the scenario where you probably are going to play in an empty stadium because of COVID-19? Have you thought of a thing like that? Does it strike you sometimes?
Without the fans, we are not there, and without us, they are also not there. So, it will be very difficult for us, especially when we are about to start. But as time goes on, maybe we will get used to it.
Yeah. Okay. There's a message from Kennedy Boachi Ansa, immediate past communications officer for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He says, Citizen Attoh, the hard song is not nice. Okay. As for this one, it's no, Dala, did you say it's true?
Yeah, it's true.
But I saw you nodding when I started playing the Hearts of Oak song.
I just wanted Richie to feel happy.
Okay, some more messages here on our text call. So, okay, so this one says, now, Nathaniel, please have Richard recount a few memories from playing in Koforidua before moving to Ochiman Planet. He was brick and wall in those days. This is from Bafor in Caprice, which is more informally known as Caprice. Okay, so Richard will tell us about his days, the early days of football in a bit. Now, this is from Ifya Yeb. Ifya says, Nati, I've always as I always say in sincerity, House of Oak has the nice songs, but they don't come close to Krobia Asante Kotoko. It's so clear, unless you don't want to tell the truth. In fact, her songs are better than the team Fabulous. Okay, Fabulous player and guest. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Okay, Ifiayeb says that. Okay, let's not go there. You've heard the message already. Okay. Now, this is from Abel Manome of Dreams FC. Abel, thank you very much for your message. Let me read it. Now, Gary Player, a professional golfer, quoted, and I quote, "The harder you train, the luckier you get," unquote. With this assertion, the issues of luck with penalty comes in because when you apply consistent practice in practicing penalty kicks, the natural law of scoring moves in line with it. So I agree with Attoh on that. Okay, all right. So luck is a very big element when it comes to delivering at the penalty spot. Okay, thank you very much for that message. Now, there's another one here. It says, good afternoon to you, Nat and crew. And the message is coming from Dr. Fish in Sakaman. He says, please kindly let your panelists know that there is nothing like luck in penalties than constant training on it. Just take a look at Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United. Never missed a penalty for his team since his purchase in January. If we work towards it, we will surely be perfect at it. Our coaches have simply failed us when it comes to penalty practices. Simple. This is from Dr. Fish in Sakaman. Well, you know, the training always happens. I mean, Andre, you recently, in the playoffs, missed a penalty and then came to score. Okay.
Well, I just want to say something here.
Sure.
I'm pleading. You shouldn't say our coaches don't don't teach us or they don't practice. We don't practice it. But sometimes our coaches he always train with all the players, and maybe after the training, the time that we will just close from training, you can't get time to just practice on the penalty shooter as well. But I believe maybe I'm a footballer, I'm a player, and I'm a professional. Sometimes I don't just want I want to wait for coach to tell me to do this before I do. So I want to play penalty, or I'm a penalty kicker for my team. Always I'm the one to do. I don't have to let coach to tell me go and practice on penalties. Maybe when you come 30 minutes before training, you put a ball there. Normally when you call any goalkeeper, oh, come and help me, he will help you. Then you try to just practice on your own. Fine. When coach add up to your training, it will help you as well. When you lose or when you miss a penalty, they won't blame the coach, but you the player. So you shouldn't say maybe the coaches don't help us out, but they do. But I think it's not enough. We ourselves have to practice it more. Anytime maybe we have to come early, 30 minutes before training, and do it, or after our training. If you get just 2 minutes, you just try it on your own. So it's an advice.
Okay. Now this message is from Kennedy Boachian. He says, Nat, Richard Attoh is a good player in a bad team. He should come to the soccer university. Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Kotoko be solid job, guys. Okay. So Richard, Kennedy says that you are in a good Kennedy, you are sure to get some very strong responses from the Phobia fans very soon. Now, Richard, before I come to you to tell us a bit of your story, we missed out on it. I mean, somebody was referring to your days in Koforidua as a younger player. We'll talk about it in a bit. But the lad, you talked about coaches and their impact on the game, and you disagreed with the texter who said that they are not making the effort in training you guys. Who would you say has made the biggest impact on you as a young player, in your career up to this point? And what's the reason why, in terms of the coaches?
Yeah, I would say my goalkeeper trainer called Joba.
Okay.
He was the one who gave me the opportunity at the under-17 level.
Okay.
And he's the one who also promoted me from the youth side to because he was the Kotoko senior team's goalkeeper trainer. So he was the one called me and told me, oh, Charlie, you have something in you, and I want to help you, but you yourself have to help yourself before I can help you. So you have to add up some hard work and we will get there. And definitely, he started training me very well with the seniors. And I learned the first day that I was just training with the senior team. I conceded more than 100 goals because
wow.
The first I was seeing the likes of Ahmed Adams and Nesowa Amwakon, our goalkeeper, Felix Hanan, Stephen Odru.
So you were intimidated the first day?
Yes, I was even watching them. They were playing the ball and I was watching them. Like, I don't know them and I've heard their names, but I haven't seen them physically. And I was just, when they shoot, then go, they should go. Then so after the game, and my coach told me, he understands what was going on on the pitch, but I have to put that back on my mind and focus on the training that I'm doing. And all these things are things that are helpful me, because when you are playing with a legend, if you are not careful, you can't play. Because you just watch the player, because you have heard the name. Yes. Yeah. So that is called experience. You just get that experience from that. So this is the coach. Even off the pitch, he calls me on phone. Hey, what did he like? Have you eaten? Oh yeah. Then I would do. Oh, no man, like he tried to manage things and direct me to the straight path. And at the same time, he gives me like a pressure, or sometimes he makes me know that I have to be his enemy as well, because he can't like me throughout. So I have to always perform good or train very hard so that he always love me or give me that opportunity. So I think Coach Joba and also as the same as Coach Park was Fabian too. He always call me in his room when we were at under 17. Call me, Dan lad, I know what you can do. Do it for us. And all these words also motivates me a lot and gives me some energy to work extra, because I've as Parkwasi Fabian, a coach national teams, and he's telling me today I should. Then I know something is in me, so I have to just bring it out. So these are the people who have just helped me a lot in my career.
All right, so let's do some more messages. This one is from Wisdom in Ekwapim, Mampong Ekwapim. My opinion about the luck bit of penalties is that just as the player aims at scoring, the goalkeeper also aims at saving the ball. So this is the case where there is luck. Is there the keeper? Is it the keeper who is lucky, or you are unlucky? Vice versa. Okay, well. Okay, so thank you very much, Wisdom from Mampong Ekwapim. 25 minutes to the top of the hour, 2 p.m., where that big FIFA game comes off between Hearts of Oak's Richard Attoh and Danlad Ibrahim of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It's hosted by Joy Sports. And of course, you'd have to follow us during the week on the Joy Prime channel and also on Joy News as we bring you excerpts of this very big one. Richard, tell us about those days when you were emerging as a younger player. There's a texter who talked about your days in Koforidua. He says that you were solid.
Before going to school at Koforidua Technical Institute.
Sure.
The school that I attended.
Yeah, sure.
Before going there, they have never won any competition before.
Oh, okay.
But since I joined them, my first year we won inter-schools.
I see.
Second year we won. Third year we won.
Wow. Wow. Were you the captain of the side or something?
At my first year there, I was not the captain.
Okay. And you've always been a goalkeeper?
Yes.
I see. You never got any temptation to move into any other department of the game?
No.
Not at all. Like to become a defender, to become a striker or something. You never got any temptation to.
But I started as left back.
As a left back, as a defender. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since my childhood, one of my coach.
Okay.
My coach.
Okay.
Changed me. He said the way
you play.
The way I'm playing is not that good, so maybe whether I can keep or something. So one time, and I told myself that, okay, I should listen to what our coach said.
Okay.
So we went to training. I said, okay, I'll join the goalkeepers. From then, and I started keeping small.
I see. So you went to Koforidua Technical Institute, and in 3 years of your being there, you won all the interschools titles.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Interesting stuff. Wow. All right, so we'll activate the phone line now so that you can join us. We've been discussing, the Ghana Premier League player and what's been happening with them, on a regular day. How they've been living their lives and all of that. I'm sure you've got loads of questions and you've got suggestions as well. Let's get the conversation going. 0302-216-541. 0302-216-541. Please join us. Let's have this big conversation here on the Joy Sports Link on Joy 99.7 FM. Let's get on the phone line now. Hello, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on the Joy Sports Link.
Good afternoon, Nathaniel Attoh.
Good afternoon.
I want to congratulate Richmond Atta for the good work that he has been doing at the Accra House of Folk. I pray that God will bless him so that he go far. He shouldn't worry. As for the national team is for him. Considering the height, everything, very aggressive goalkeeper, I think the sky will be his limit. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Prophetic word from our first caller this afternoon at 0302-216-541. 0302-216-541. Okay, hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Nat.
Good to have you here on the show.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Abu Muhammad. I'm calling from Japan.
Abu, good to hear you again.
Yeah, thank you. Back at the salah to yourself and the guys. But I want to advise the laddie, if he should relax and talk. He's in the presence of the best goalkeeper in Ghana now. So he should take his time and speak. You understand? And then those who are saying this guy is in the wrong team, you see, it's an indirect talk. You understand? They know Haas is the best team, but it's an indirect talk. So, Richard Attoh, you are the best goalkeeper now for Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you. 0302-216-541. 0302-216-541. Let me get this quick message and then we'll get back on the phone lines. There is this one. It says, okay. It says, Nat, tell Kennedy that he got it completely wrong. It's rather than lad that speaks with confidence with the Hearts of Oak player in the wrong team. He should move to Hearts of Oak, the ultimate of soccer, the Continental Masters. I agree with Dan on the fact that we make our luck. When players miss penalties, that they should find out what they did wrong and go back and watch and kick and learn from it. It's the duty of the goalkeepers to ensure that they intimidate the players and force them to miss kick or save the kick. Phobia all the way. Okay, thank you very much for that message. Let me get back on the phone line. There's some more messages to share with you though. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Nat.
Good to hear you on the show.
Yes, this is Joseph Inko.
Great, I was just about to read your text message. Please go ahead.
That's okay. In fact, I'm so happy you were able to bring these two great goalkeepers into your studio this afternoon. In fact, they are all great goalkeepers, as I mentioned earlier. But Dan Ladd is somebody whom I believe he has a bright future. Looking at his age and structure, he only needs to be disciplined, and the rest belongs to God. In fact, he actually made Monday on the day that they met House of Folk, and he was able to at least make sure that we qualify to the next stage of the competition during the penalty kicks. I'm so proud of him, and I will encourage him to continuously learn hard because Kotoko is a team that can make or make you. So discipline is the only thing that I can tell you. Aside that, like I sent the message earlier, I wanted to find out some stakeholders of the game believe that penalty kicks should be added to our daily Premier League games. What is their take on that? Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, I'll ask them for you. Thank you very much, Inko Joseph. 0302216541. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. My name is Peter T.
Thank you very much, Peter T. Please go ahead.
Yeah. My regards to the players, the goalkeepers, the two goalkeepers. My brother, talking about penalty kicks, people arguing there's no luck behind it. Some say there are locks. But let me tell you, if you watch goals that are being scored, not penalty alone, almost all the goals that are being scored, there are some locks behind. Sometimes you see that even a player to a goalkeeper, you can see a player, with a goalkeeper. Sometimes there's no even a keeper in the goal post, But yet still that player, wastes that kicks into the net. So no matter how determined you are putting the ball down, you are behind the ball, gauging a particular direction. The goalkeeper is also turning a particular direction. So sometimes goalkeepers even save those also penalties, with slots. So there are lots behind some of these goals that we score. And then coming to my players there, I just want to encourage them that there should be discipline, in their life. Because if you're a player and you are not disciplined, no matter how good, how best player you are, you're still wasting your future. So they have to be disciplined. They have to be very committed to the cause that they are involved in, especially their coaches and their ways when they are talking to them. I mean, there must be some kind of very proactiveness once they are in football and they want to make a good future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. 0302216541. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, Nance. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, my name is Kweku. Now, quick one. The two goalkeepers, our national assets. I love the two of them, and I know most Ghanaians love the two of them. But you see, House of Folk is an institution. Combining all the private institutions in Ghana and the public institutions, and House of Folk is bigger than these two. So, of course, House of Folk is the club. But I love the Kotoko guys. It's like Infant Spring and St. Augustine. They are all good, but one is the best. House of Folk is always the best. So I want to encourage them. They should keep training well. They are our national assets for the great future to come. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. And you brought in Infantipim and St. Augustine's. Well. St. Augustine's is, yeah. You should come and see the colors in the studio. Our green is popping out so nicely. All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the Joy Sports Link.
Thank you very much. My name is Michael calling from Tabora.
Welcome, Michael. Please go ahead.
I really appreciate being a part of the show, and also congratulate the two, great goalkeepers in our, local terrain. I want to, add a little bit on the penalty kick out. I believe that the penalty kick, let's not underrate the fact that luck counts, but then practice, makes perfect. You understand? Because I believe that I was once under a coach and he was, trying to teach me how to, kick and how to score. There are several techniques that you can apply to score a goal. There are in-steps, out-step, and all of that. And so the more you are practicing more on these things, you become perfect as to how to even score a goal. So personally, I know luck is there, but then I believe more that the practice will make you perfect when you are kicking on a sports kick. And so thank you very much for joining the show. And I want to congratulate Richard Attoh and then Dan Ladd for their good work they are doing in the Premier League. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And good afternoon to you and your panelists. When will you discuss tennis? Nat, you have love for sports, but unfortunately you're always discussing football and boxing. Let's have a balance, please. This is from Kofi Safo. Kofi Safo, very well taken. We always do our best to do the balance, so not to worry at all. We will put together, a cocktail show one of these days to bring in all the other disciplines. We always do our best to highlight, but of course, football and boxing are the biggest sports that we have in Ghana, and because of that, they seem to occupy a lot of space, when it comes to our content. But like I always say, we always do our best to, and we're always glad for your feedback as well. This is from Lucas in Accra. Good afternoon to you, Nat, and your panelists. Please tell Attoh that we Phobians are proud of him. The sky is the limit. God bless him for choosing Accra Hearts of Oak. Okay. All right. 0302-216-541. 0302-216-541. Okay. Iko Joseph, was making a suggestion. Gentlemen, he was talking about possibly having penalty shootouts after every game, just as a way of raising the awareness about penalties, in the Ghana Premier League. Do you think that is practical? Do you think that can be done? Let's begin with you, Richard.
Practice make man perfect, but trust me, you can score at training ground, but still miss.
But he's saying that we should make it, a part of our games, our Ghana Premier League games. Like when you are done with the game, then we'll go into a penalty shootout, even if it's not like a cup game or it's not a final. That would be too much.
To me, I'm not sure.
It won't be practical.
It will not help us.
Okay. What about you, Dan Lad?
Same, because I think it's not happening anywhere. That in the world. Play league match, and after the league, when you drone, then they say come and play penalties. That's why I'm saying what I believe is, as Richard was saying, we train more on penalty shoot at training ground, but when we come to match, we miss it. What I believe in is confidence. When you miss, the next time, go and take the ball and kick it well, and definitely you will score. And we should forget about missing the penalty always. But always we should put it in mind that we will score, and we will get there.
All right. There's a message from Edwin. He says, Nat, I agree with Kofi Safo. We want tennis. Okay, we will bring you tennis. Don't worry at all. 0302-216-541. 0302-216-541. football video game, the FIFA, video game?
Oh, when it comes to FIFA, I started playing, let me say, 3 months now.
You've been playing for 3 months now?
Yeah.
Okay, and how good do you think you are?
Oh, I believe in myself.
You believe in yourself?
Yeah.
I see. So what are we expecting from you this afternoon? Tell me.
Oh, expect more from me.
I see.
Expect more from me.
I see. You are not intimidated in any way by all the things that have been said on Twitter?
No. When it comes to TV games, trust me, Dan lad, there's no need to brag. The controller will do the talking for me.
Dan lad, let's come to you. I mean, how long have you been playing FIFA anyway?
Since from my childhood, 7 at age 7.
Okay, so 7, over what? How many years? Over a decade or something added to 3 months.
As for we the Zongo guys, always we sleep at game centers. So
okay. All right. So he says that look, as for the TV game, there he has 3 months experience.
Yeah.
However, you are just not a match for him. Respond.
I've said much on Twitter and also Facebook. Today's match is not even tough for me because I know where I'm coming from and then the players that I've just played with.
Okay.
I know Attoh can't stand me, and all aside, Asante Kotoko, we always win in Accra. That's why I chose to come to Accra. Or I choose to come to Accra to play with him here. So as for that, in advance, I've just win the game, and I'll yesterday Atapoku, Papa Atapoku on Untumi, he even concluded everything yesterday. He said I should score him basa. So that's the reading today. Meshane basa.
Okay.
Ubana.
And of course, George Quay is also getting ready to bring you Showbiz A to Z. That follows immediately after the Joy Headline News at 2. And of course, Joy Sports will be hosting this big one. And of course, you would have to follow us on all of our social media handles. It's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as we bring you this one. Of course, we're going to bring you a full package as well on the Joy News channel and on the Joy Prime channel as well during the week. It's going to be very, very interesting and lively. Okay, now we're talking score lines. So let's begin with you, Richard. What kind of score line do you want to put across?
First match, I'll score Danland no less than 4 goals.
Not less than 4?
No less than 4.
Okay. We should bring this to real life, eh?
Yeah, you can record this.
We are recording. This is all on Facebook and live.
Okay. Second match, I'll not score in less than 5.
Okay. First game, 4. Second game, 5.
Third match, I'll consider him and I will score him 2.
So 4, 5, 2. Yeah. Okay, that sounds like a formation. Okay, let's come to you now, lad. The 3 games. What are we looking at here?
Like talking to each other or throwing things to each other on social media.
Yeah.
Since from that day, I think 3 weeks or a month now.
Yeah.
All the games I've played, I haven't even scored less than 5, so you have to expect more goals today.
Okay, hold on. You say you haven't scored less than 5 in any game?
Any game. He can ask Donko, and I have even videos on my phone, because when I score you, I always do video.
You do video?
For evidence, yeah.
For evidence, okay. Yeah. Richard, he says that he's doing not less than 5. He has a standard 5. You say 4, 5, and 2.
Oh, he's playing with beginners. Also beginners, I can score them 30. So that one there is not
new. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a boxing bout. This is a friendly football encounter. Let's see what happens when they translate on the pitch. You remember that regular football activity is resuming in October here in Ghana. Let's wait for the new season and see these players go up against each other. But for now, it's a virtual thing and they're going up against each other on FIFA, hosted by Joy Sports. And of course, at Joy Sports GH on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just before we wrap up, I'd like both of them to give us their final messages. Let's begin with you, Richard. Your final message as we wrap up.
Okay, from here, like we are moving to the FIFA game, so like they should follow us there, like they should watch.
Okay.
They should expect more from me.
Okay.
Trust me. There's no way I'm going to disappoint.
And of course, ahead of the coming season, what would you like to say to the Phobia fans?
They should keep on supporting Richard Attoh. Even though there's no league, but we are not in the house. We are still training.
Okay.
So they should keep on supporting Richard Attoh. They should keep on praying for me, and trust me, I was not disappoint them.
Thank you. Let's come to you, Dalat.
First of all, I want to thank all Kumasi Asante Kotoko supporters and also Accra supporters as well, because all the phone calls that they was in today, all of them was just saying good things about the two of us, and I know they love us, and I want to clear this today in this. I want to use this big platform to just say something here. I haven't said it at anywhere that I won't play has in my career. I heard that, or I just saw that on social media, and I want it to be clear over here. I'm a professional player, and I can't say I won't play has forever. But what I just said is, I'm in Kotoko. I'm enjoying life over at Kotoko. So if any contract or any when you bring on board any good contract in Kotoko will allow me to go, and also as me as well, when the contract is good for me, definitely I'll play for any club that will just come on board. So I don't have any intention, or I don't have anything in mind that I won't play for Accra Folk forever. No, I'm a professional player, but right now I'm enjoying good life in Kumasi Asante Kotoko, because they have just helped me a lot in my career. So I can't disappoint them. And finally, I want them to watch this big game, because I know they know what I can do, and today we are just sending the trophy to Kumasi today, so they all have to watch this match. If you don't watch, you just missing something big. So I'm just pleading to them to watch this game.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much, and once again to all of our Muslim brothers and sisters, we say Happy Eid to all of you. May Allah bless all of us, and take all the big sacrifices and prayers that have been said during this period as a sign of blessing, especially in this very trying time for us globally. Thank you so much for listening to the Joy Sports Link. Hannah Odame, the suave and the sweet Hannah Odame, comes up with the Joy Headline News at 2. My name is Nathaniel Attoh, and I have love for sport.